Welcome to this week's episode of the We'll Make a Fan Out of You podcast. This is the podcast where we talk about the wrestling world. Our aim is to make you a fan of us while we talk about the greatest entertainment on the planet. I'm Aaron Newsom. Here's Nitesh T-Dog Sharma.
Bonjour.
You carry on. I'm going to have a nap.
Oh, why are you so tired again?
Because I was at Taylor Swift.
Also,
you woke me up.
Belated happy birthday, Mr.
Thank you.
Aaron. He's getting a year older, a year dumber. He's leveled up. Yeah, welcome to this week's episode. We've hit 15 episodes, Aaron.
I hope you're right. We've hit
15 episodes. Don't forget, you can follow us on @MakeAFanOfYou. We're on X, Instagram, TikTok, and Twitch. We are running a really fun competition. All you have to do is comment all in on all of our videos, like, follow, subscribe, stitch, repost, hit the notification bell. Follow us everywhere that you can find us, and that's on @MakeAFanOfYou. We do appreciate your feedback as well. We've been going for quite a while now. It's like our third month of the podcast, or second.
Yeah.
I'm not.
No. We started at Mania.
We started at Mania. Yeah, so it's like our second to third month of running the podcast now. And I'm still having fun. I don't know about you. I know you're very tired.
I'm very tired.
Yeah.
So I will give a shout out to Wembley. Like, getting in and out of Wembley was really easy for me. We'd parked, peak parking, just drove in the morning, parked up, chilled around for a bit, got some drink, got some food, watched the show.
Yeah.
Easy getting in, no hassle. Watched the show, it was great. Left. We left with a bit of purpose, didn't leave too quickly then, not like sprinting.
Yeah.
Got into the car, no one else was leaving the car park really, there's a couple of cars pulling out.
But do you reckon they were waiting for Taylor or Hayley Williams?
No, because she'd gone.
Yeah.
They do a little firework thing at the end. She'd gone at that point. The only thing we missed there was a bit of a confetti cannon that like shoots out and would have gone over everybody. Like we saw
would
it,
have hated that.
We weren't in the middle of it.
I hated that Panic at the Disco with the
Yeah.
confetti snow and stuff like that.
Yeah, I didn't need to be a part of that.
No.
So by the time we drove out the car park, there was no traffic. Hour and 40 home. What
Not
Google
bad.
said it was going to be.
Not bad.
No, it's really good.
And we're 2 months away from going back to Wembley for All In.
Yeah. Oh, here's one for you.
Okay.
So when we went for the wrestling, none of the bars in the ring around the ground were open. All open. Yes, sir.
Fuck you, Tony Khan. Tony Khan,
Yeah.
please. This year, just open them so we can have a bit more of a... I had the best time, but I would have had a better time if we had a bit more of a buzz going.
It would have been better just purely because the atmosphere wouldn't have been just like a bunch of blokes stood outside the ground waiting for it to open.
Yeah, that's very true.
Yeah.
So
I was surprised how quiet actually it was around Wembley, considering I think it was 88,000 were in there watching it yesterday. Like around there, we got there just about midday.
Yeah.
You could get in from 4. So basically what we did for the wrestling, and wrestling was round all day. This, it weren't so much.
Did they barricade Starbucks again?
We didn't go near there. I didn't mean to actually go and have a look, but we didn't go down there. A lot of the other places, though, were just... One of the pubs we went into to get a drink had, 8 bouncers on the door. I'm like... And these are big, burly, proper London bouncer men. I'm like, you're not having any trouble.
I know, it's Taylor Swift. Of all the places to get trouble...
And if they're going to have trouble, it's going to have to be the female staff that deal with it.
Yeah, true. I was saying before the podcast, I bet you had a great time going to the toilet, not having to queue.
I've never seen a toilet so clean and empty. I had to pick of them. Although I don't know if I'm imagining this or if Wembley have more female toilets than men's toilets anyway. But I feel like they might have painted some of the signs, the men's sign, to women to let them in. Because when I went down, there was 2-3 women's toilets, then the blokes. I don't know if I just went the wrong way, and if I turned the opposite way, there was going to be a bloke's toilet right there. Who knows?
Right. That sounds fun. Did you go, I hope they do a BTE trigger?
No,
you missed the chance.
We can do it in the reverse. I'll say I want to play Love Story, and then you can say it when we go to the...
Okay. Did they have any advertisements for All In?
Of course not. No. They had no advertisements for anything.
Really?
You could get Taylor Swift merchandise. That was the only advertisement they had.
And you got some?
Yeah, but not for myself.
For my brother.
For your brother.
Yeah.
My cousin, my partner, she got a t-shirt. I want a friendship bracelet. It looks quite cool, like a proper like jewelry one, not a BD 12-year-olds made it.
Yeah,
there's a lot of people doing that. It was a very good vibe, to be fair.
Looked like you had a good time.
Yeah, I hid under my jumper for a bit because it was absolutely baking. Typical, the 1 hour we had in the sun. I'm a little bit.
You don't look tanned, so
yeah, I don't think I burnt myself. I was there with my hood over, my hoodie. I took my hoodie off and put it over my head.
Yeah,
while we were in the queue because we just sat down for an hour. But
nice. So, shall we talk about wrestling now?
No, because I also want to say, if you ever go to an Amazon...
God, yeah, this confuses me.
There's an Amazon store by Wembley. I've never seen them anywhere else. Some people are going to be like, yeah, they're everywhere. You tap your card, you go in, you pick your stuff up, you just walk out. They charge you. Weird.
I don't get that. It makes no sense to
I'm
me.
waiting for my phone to buzz saying you're being billed 50 quid for...
looking at something. Items. Yeah. What did you get?
I had milky buttons. I don't know what. She got some sweets and some chewing gum. It's basically just to eat in the queue. We had a burger in TGI Fridays.
Yeah.
They did an events menu, which was a bit weird. But yeah, we had that. Then we carried on.
Did you get the bad blood waffle, I think?
No, I saw that advertised. The pub we went into had... the Sunset Cocktail, they renamed that. They renamed like 4 of their cocktails to Taylor Swift songs.
Right, okay.
I don't think they put the price up, but it's expensive London prices.
Yeah, it's standard. Yeah. So yeah, now shall we talk about the greatest entertainment on the planet, professional wrestling?
We have no script for this, so yeah, carry on. We've watched a bit of wrestling this week.
Yeah, what have you seen this week?
Seen a bit of NXT. Not the whole show. I'll skip through bits because I was busy. I saw Raw. That was really good. And I've seen clips of SmackDown. I haven't actually seen much of the wrestling from SmackDown. I've seen all the bits everyone wanted to watch.
The promos, right?
The camera angles and stuff like that.
First of all, shout out to our best mate, Joe Hendry. Joe Hendry the Wanker is what I called him in Coventry all those years ago. We believed people said his name and he appeared.
Yeah, I actually really like the appearance.
Do you?
Yeah, so... because I feel like it just does the TNA story it's got with that Frankie. It does that more. I would have wished if it was a bit clearer that he's the one who chucked him out. It did look a bit like he just got ganged up on.
He definitely got ganged up on.
But that Frankie's the one who actually threw him over the rope. Mm-hmm. And I like the backstage skit afterwards with Shawn Michaels. Which
and Shawn Michaels like, I believe. Yeah.
Yeah, I know people will be like, they're squishing the TNA talent and that, which I don't think they have, because I think they've had some quite strong showings when they have shown up.
Frankie Kazarian was one of the last few in the Battle Royal, which was good to see, because Frankie Kazarian's been one of the old TNA originals. He was an AEW original, and now he's back in TNA as well. So,
and I liked that. Well, yeah, they used that story from TNA in NXT, because they could have just like jobbered both of them.
Yeah,
and it kind of suits, because in TNA we don't like it. But Joe Hendry is a bit of a joke character at the minute. He's not. It's a bit of a curse. Maybe it's when we watch. Every time we watch, he loses.
Yeah, I've noticed that as well. Yeah. I have noticed that. I feel like he's good at his promos. He's charismatic. He has great songs. If they bring that over to NXT, that would be quite interesting. Like he sings a song about Shawn Michaels or something like that.
I'm hoping they build it towards like a War Games kind of.
Yeah, because they've got like a Worlds Collide event that they used to do, where they like did.
Yeah. If they could do that and have that work.
Yeah.
Just makes me think the Pop, if he turned up on Raw or SmackDown or something, that Pop with Joe Hendry.
Yeah, he's a viral superstar for WWE right now.
Yeah, he's like, I think since Mania, he's the most liked video. I think he's the third most video
for WWE.
With only a couple of like big standout ones on YouTube. I can't remember the exact ones, but they're like I think the Wyatt Six or Sick or however you want to pronounce it. That debuted a bit higher, which is mad because they're both in the same week. And then you've got something to do with Cody Rhodes, I think.
Yeah. Great segue, Wyatt Six.
I talked about this during the week, so let's hear your opinion.
I enjoyed it. I was asleep. Well, no, actually, I wasn't asleep. I was doing my night shift, and I caught a clip of it. And I was like, okay, cool. Interesting how they did it. I like that Uncle Howdy, Bo Dallas, was doing like his Bray Wyatt dancing sort of thing. Very interesting. Nikki Cross scares the living daylight out of me.
Yeah, I tried to show the missus and she did not like that.
That was scary. Do I think they will become stale quickly? Yes.
It depends how they book them, in my opinion, but I know what you mean.
It's WWE booking, unfortunately. They'll need to do something massive, and I don't think they have got anything massive for them right now. I like what they did this week, where they like cut off Pat McAfee's podcast. Yeah. Did you see that?
Yeah, I saw that. It looked like they did it. I made the joke to nobody in particular because no one understood me in one of the essays. So the screen froze on Taylor Swift's face.
Yeah.
When she does like a horror face.
Okay.
Wembley, the massive screen was like,
yeah.
Why 6 are here? Huzzah, no.
Yeah.
The screen actually legit broke, and like it was frozen on that for a minute, and then they had to use a certain camera angle because the other camera weren't working for whatever reason on that screen.
Right. Okay.
But like it almost looked like it was part of the show, but then I looked behind because where we're sitting for the wrestling, to bring back that's where the screen is. So I looked behind, and it was showing something else. I was like, oh, okay, no, the screen in front of me is frozen.
It's actually frozen.
Oh, FYI. Bear in mind, this was like the longest day of the year, so the sun was out for longer. We're going to get cooked where we're sitting.
Oh, really?
That's where the sun is. So we're going to bring hats and suntan lotion. And
I'll do suntan lotion. I ain't wearing a hat, man.
I'm gonna
beautiful,
get
luscious locks, my friend.
I'm going to get a wrestling hat.
Are you going to put our podcast name on it as well? Get one created?
Maybe.
Yeah.
We were joking we're going to get QR T-shirts.
It's not a joke.
It's going to be pictures of us. No, the pictures of us.
Classic.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like that Eric Rowan had his Bludgeon Brothers hammer.
That got to me, that bit.
Yeah.
I don't think I mentioned it.
You didn't.
I was talking about too much. I think I texted you afterwards going, damn it, I didn't mention it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that actually got to me, that did.
Yeah.
And as well as the We're Here. I feel like this is a golden opportunity for how to book these. Don't put them in any title feuds. Don't do any of that.
Do you reckon nonsense. Have them as a group?
Have them, not just as a group, just have them as anarchy. Don't have them like any rhyme or reason. Just have them beat somebody else.
For no
squash
reason.
Somebody in a match. Mm-hmm. Like every single member of that group has to be strong. Can't take a stupid loss. They have to be like absolutely battered and buried and interference galore. Like at first, at least I'd say for at least a solid year, just have no rhyme or reason. Have them feud, say, with members of Judgment Day. Say they're picking on Finn Balor and JD.
Yeah.
But then don't have like week in, week out match between Wyatt Six and them two. Have them two against somebody else, Wyatt Six jump them. Either mid-match or after the match or before the match. And just muck it around and have various bits going on and just be like, what are they going to do?
Yeah.
What are they involved in? Don't have in 2 weeks' time or after SummerSlam, Gunther's got the World Heavyweight belt and then Uncle Howdy's start pointing at him going,
and I'm going to challenge for you. Yeah.
They don't need it.
So, did you notice Gunther was one of those that were laid out?
They've already.
It was. So, there's this really interesting theory, and shout out to one of these TikTok, Twitch reactors not being Wheezy or something like that, or Wheezy, or whatever her name is.
The name, but
I'll tag her in the clip of this. She says that Wyatt Six are attacking people that have betrayed their family or their stable. Chad Gable.
He's not betrayed them, they left him.
Yeah, but he
was
bullying them. He was a nasty man. Gunther just left Giovanni Vinci in the dust as well. So that's why he's there. And who else was it? There was another wrestler that was laid out.
Carmelo Hayes, it looked like.
He betrayed Trick Williams. He
came out and said, yeah, it's not me, bro. They're all background staff. The only one who's actually a wrestler was
Chad Gable.
Chad.
But
shout out to the Olympian.
Is he back next week?
Shot in the head, and he's back next week.
Nice.
He was taken out of the triple threat, but he said he'd been medically cleared.
Yeah.
I'd like to see where that angle goes. Mm-hmm. Because it doesn't look like they're going to do supernatural as such. It's not going to be Dead Man Rising, like Undertaker and all that.
Yeah.
It's going to be more almost like, is it Mr. Robot, the Amazon show?
What do you mean?
Like the psychological. Have you seen that show?
I haven't. No.
No, there's all twists and psychological aspect to it. I feel like that's how they're going to present this more.
Is it going to be like Winnie the Pooh, the horror movie?
I hope so. I did have that vibe at one point. I was like, I'm invested.
I'm invested. He gets slapped and then he grows into a giant.
I like how the 1 at 6 costumes are better than most Hollywood like horror film costumes.
Yeah.
They all were.
I really liked the one with the mask and he was sitting down with the dreadlocks.
The Crow.
Yeah.
I think is that Dexter Lumis?
I think so. So
Joe Gacy's, is it Gacy? Is that how you say it?
Yeah, Joe Gacy. Yeah.
He's the other one, isn't he?
So you've got Nikki Cross, who's Sister Abigail.
Yeah.
You've got Gacy or Loomis as Mercy the Buzzard. One as Huskus.
Yeah.
Eric Rowan is probably just Eric Rowan, the White Rabbit. And you got Uncle Howdy as Uncle Howdy. Yeah.
I think it will work. I'm gonna trust them. Cause this one can just be a slow burn. I know we were getting wary, we were getting a bit tired. Like it delivered. They hoped it.
It delivered. Could it have been done quicker? Yes. Was it the right time to do it? Yes.
Yeah, I feel like they've just had their best 2 episodes since Mania. Like Raw and SmackDown.
Yeah, but once again, what are we on the road to right now?
SummerSlam.
That's why.
Yeah. Oh, I know. This is like the kickoff. Like, so from End of Mania to Clash at the Castle was like just the whole
shit filler
pre-season. I don't even think it was shit. I think this is like one of the best after Manias in a while. Maybe it's just because I've watched more of it, but I feel like it's been more engaging. There's been more bits going on, just stronger content-wise. Yes, it was never going to get to the high of the pre-Mania, and this kickoff now of let's get the White Six going. I feel like Uncle Howdy's first big match might be SummerSlam, and that should just be a bloodbath. Whoever he takes
destroying whoever.
Yeah, I can't think of who's taking on at the minute.
Gable.
Nah, I think could be. I just feel like Gable's going to be feuding with Alpha Academy very soon.
Yeah. Once he's alive again.
Post Money in the Bank. Yeah.
Post
I hope he comes out
wounds.
all, like
bandaged up. Yeah. Speaking of weird then, as great of an episode AEW Dynamite was, it had its lowest record viewership, which
Please
really
tell
weird.
me you're going to blame Kendrick Lamar so I can laugh at you.
I'm not. No, I'm not.
Have you seen that online?
What was it? Kendrick had a concert that everyone
Kendrick
was watching.
streamed some sort of concert on.
Yeah, which I've seen him do Not Like Us like 6 times. And
yeah,
have Dr. Dre going.
The issue is, right, me and you don't care about ratings. We don't believe in ratings. We don't get ratings over in the UK. Ratings don't exist. It's engagement, right? Social media engagement. But what makes me laugh when you look at these ratings, week in, week out, I'm always sending you screenshots of people fighting on Twitter about these things because it's hilarious to me. So for weeks, they're blaming AEW's figures on the NBA, on the Stanley Cup, on whatever sporting events are. Fair enough. It comes to NXT this week. They do some of their strongest numbers against the last game of the NBA Finals. And everyone's like, wow, it was already over, blah, blah, blah. It's like, you can't use the NBA excuse for one and then not
for the other.
And then, for no apparent TV reason, AEW have one of their strongest episodes, probably. You've got Will Ospreay face-to-face.
It was a really good episode.
And then it tanked. It's Juneteenth, whatever they call it.
I don't know what that means in America.
It's an American holiday. I don't know if it's like a bank holiday, but they have it on the day. I don't know if that affected it. A couple of people online have said, no, that wouldn't have affected it.
But how did they know?
The best excuse I seen was that previous to AEW normally is Big Bang Theory reruns, and that pulls in a big crowd. But this week, it wasn't Big Bang Theory, so people have blamed that on the reason AEW didn't get carryover watchers. I'm like, you've got to be kidding. People have TV remotes. They can change their channel.
Yeah, I don't know.
You can TiVo. I don't know what it's called in America. If you can record
it's TiVo, yeah.
Call it TiVo because that's what Virgin Media call it over here. Sky Plus it.
It's a strange time because their crowd has been getting bigger, looking on WrestleTix and stuff like that.
me just carry on. I'm looking
Like,
for something.
They had Swerve and Osprey have a really good promo, which sold me way more on that match than it would have. Like, don't get me wrong, on paper it would have been a great match to watch, but there was no build up to it. The promo they had was fantastic. They had Pac versus Claudio in the main event for the Owen Hart Cup tournament round. Great
Which was
match.
an NXT match.
Which was an NXT match, yeah, 100%.
I seen that on Twitter. Someone went, "Here's the preview of the AEW main event tonight." And it was just their match from NXT.
NXT. But it was a great match as well. They had Toni Storm and Mina Shirakawa. I don't know what her full name is. The contract signing. So it was the contract signing. And you got Mariah May. Great figure. Great person. All in all, it was a great show. Even the Young Bucks, they had the Acclaim to beat the Young Bucks for the Eliminator match. That was a good match as well. And like every time Chris Jericho's on my TV, it's just really funny now. I'm a big fan of Chris Jericho again. You should see some of his stuff. Fucking hilarious.
I'm just trying to find.
What are you trying to find, sir?
So I found Swerve versus Osprey's promo on the AEW YouTube channel.
Yeah.
That did 200k views. I can't see the Osprey facing MJF, which is weird.
So basically, Daniel Garcia, he squashed a talent. He got beat up by the Cage of Agony.
Yeah.
MJF comes out first to save him. And then Will Ospreay comes out.
But why is it not a clip? Your two biggest draws, or two of your biggest draws,
it should
face
be
to face. Why can't I find a clip? It must be there somewhere. I just can't see it.
I'm not too sure. But that's a good tease because you know that's going to be the Wembley match. And I hope Daniel Garcia gets involved in that because that would be a great match. I like that they're starting to push Daniel Garcia again and giving him... He's young. He's a great wrestler. And I don't know, he's just believable to me. Like, I believe in him. Which sounds weird, but I do believe in Daniel Garcia.
I'm going to give up. I can't find it, I'm afraid. Yeah, so looking at those figures that I just looked at, they're pretty solid. That's a pretty solid number for that promo.
Yeah.
The rest of the week's clips seem to be doing all right as well. The Dynamite ones, the Rampage ones are a bit
meh
to look at. But like just looking at, I'm not even looking at titles. I'm just looking at the views.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so the social engagements there from Dynamite, it's not had a very good TV show.
TV show, yeah.
But
exactly.
Does that matter?
It shouldn't matter. That's the thing.
How many people are actually tuning in and watching that an hour later on their, I don't know what it streams on over there. The streaming platform it's on.
Triller.
Yeah. Can you get it on live?
It's live on Triller.
Yeah.
Always. For me anyways, it is.
You've got that. So it's one of those things where I don't really think the ratings matter. Obviously, you like to get that big pop of going, hey, look at the numbers and that.
Yeah, the numbers are great.
1 million or whatever.
But it's not.
It's your social engagement. How many people are watching? Like we were on about Joe Hendry's clip.
Yeah.
How many people saw that?
It's
like,
because
an incredible clip.
He's been very smart in his social media.
Oh, yeah.
Whereas I feel like AEW don't have that at the minute.
No, it's hard to do that, though. That's years and years of building that up, looking. But if I just have a quick look, am I going to be able now find the...
Imagine if you do now.
Joe Hendry, say his name, Joe Hendry's NXT clip is 766,000 views.
I thought it was 7.6 mil.
No, that must be a different clip. What I've got here is... This is NXT highlights. Hang on.
Yeah. You're not really good at this finding.
Right, I have this whole thing with both of them. They're not very good actually telling me what
to look for.
Yeah. To be fair, all I've done is gone to their channels as well. If I just put in WWE Joe Hendry.
WWE Joe Hendry, gone. Do it. I'm pretty sure it's in the millions, not in the 100,000s.
Or maybe that's just on YouTube. Maybe it's a
total figure. I don't fucking know. WWE like to overplay their things, and so do AEW.
Well, no, that wasn't them saying that, though, was it?
Was it Dave? Was it Daddy Dave?
Oh, God, don't say that.
That's what I'm going to call him now, Daddy Dave Meltzer.
I'm glad we can edit half this searching out.
Nah, I'm keeping it in. It keeps our viewers engaged. Maybe we'll have a record low viewership.
Yeah, okay. So on X, that Joe Hendry clip's got 17 million views.
Okay.
The 1 minute 45 clip. I'm sure that's the exact same clip I just found on YouTube with only just under 0.8 of 0.8.
The one thing I don't like is the fact that WWE didn't let them do the wave your hands from, but they didn't do that.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Maybe they're saving that
entrance. They're
saving that for a later one. Mike's skills were great. Was it this week on Dynamite? Okada cut off the Acclaim's mic. That was great.
That was so funny.
Okada needs all the time on TV.
Okada is so funny. It's unreal. Like, I just love the way that he says bitch as well. It just pops all the time.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, so AEW, will they come back stronger? Yes, I hope so. I'm sure they will.
It'll be back up to 700,000 views.
Yeah.
Probably more than likely.
I feel like once Kenny, Adam Cole, everyone that's on the sideline comes back, you'd hope they'll start doing stronger numbers again like they did.
I agree with Kenny. I don't think Adam Cole matters to most people. And most people.
I think he does because he was on NXT for so long.
I don't know. I just can't see.
You're not sold on Adam Cole, whereas I am.
It doesn't. The issue is, especially in
don't body
AEW,
shame him.
He don't look the part. No, he
don't body shame him.
Like
he had enough of that in WWE.
Look how good MJF looked since he's come back.
Yeah.
Yeah, you look at there's the whole like Olympia.
There's a drug called
There's very good supplements. They're all natural. Certain people use them. It always makes me laugh when you look at like Drew McIntyre or Cody Rhodes when they're in WWE the first time, and then when they come back, like they've done some work.
Yeah.
Some people are all natural, and some people use just a little boost and then go off the gear.
Jinder Mahal was one.
It's not inherently actually a problem as long as it's done safely and like
correctly.
In the UK, I'm pretty sure taking steroids is legal. In America, it's not, is it? You can't supply steroids in the UK. I'm sure that's the legality bit of it. But if you go into a gym in the UK and like ask some people, you might get your ears boxed in, but quite a few people just be like, "Oh yeah, I'm on gear."
Yeah.
You can tell by our physique we're not on gear. We don't even go to the gym.
What are you on about?
I'm lucky if I get my I'm lucky if I get my 12,000 steps in a day.
Hey, I've been hitting 20,000 steps a day. I've been running around. Yesterday, so on time of recording, Saturday, I had overtime in the morning. Did a 8 till 4 shift. I'm doing a night shift later tonight. I was running from one side to the other side. I got made a hostage. I'm not going to bring that up, but I got made a hostage yesterday.
Yeah, it's GDPR into that one.
Yeah. It was just wild. I was running around like a headless chicken. And like, I was so glad to have a pint yesterday after work.
Bit of a drink out. Apparently, this isn't breaking news. It's from a few days ago. Dominic has liked one of Liv Morgan's tweets. I need to close Twitter down now. Well, I've got Twitter open while we're broke. That was a great segment, by the way. That's got me on the edge.
The zip.
With them zipping the thing and Damien Walsh on the corner. And yeah, at first I was like, am I going to like this storyline? Is this just a really bad version of an Attitude Era storyline? No, I'm fully on board. Liv Morgan's actually winning me round. Maybe not as a wrestler, but as a personality.
As a single lady, she's doing so well.
It's just so funny.
Yeah.
Carlito's line as well of when the room cut. I know it's the week before when the room cut.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool. Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it's all working.
The issue is I have with Judgment Day is they refer to their area as a clubhouse. I don't know why. It just feels like I'm in the Mickey Mouse clubhouse or something like that.
I was thinking more codename Kids Next Door.
Oh, fucking hell, that was a great cartoon. Yeah.
But everyone keeps now finding where it is. Well, Liv Morgan does anyway.
Yeah.
That Finn Balor turn in a few weeks' time. Well, I'm looking forward.
Yeah, inject that in my veins. Drew McIntyre quit. He then turned up on SmackDown.
I feel like that got paid off on SmackDown. What do you think?
I would have waited a few weeks.
No, I lied.
I would have taken Drew off and I would have sent Drew to TNA, personally. If I had my Booker hat on.
Okay. See, I like the fact that, right, this was like a perfect setup SmackDown was. So you've had Raw happen. Drew McIntyre's quit. Not even just in this storyline, by the way, in just the whole of SmackDown settled beautifully because it's sold out in Chicago. You will complain, but the reason CM Punk was on there was to get eyes on the show.
On Chicago, yeah.
What was to sell the last 2 seats that probably weren't sold before. So you've got a packed house, you've got more eyes on the program. I don't know what the numbers were, don't care what the numbers are. You've got more eyes because CM Punk's on SmackDown. You start the show off with him, so people are tuning in. You've got Paul Heyman with him, that's great. I don't know how far through the program was because I've only just seen the clips, but it was at about the halfway point.
Drew
DIY and Grayson Waller are arguing, and one of the best shots in recent memory. That just the door opens.
Yeah,
it's a great door as well.
The shutter, right? Yeah.
He just picks up his lifeless body, which was quite funny. It's like, why have you left it on the floor in the first place? The only thing I would have made that better is if you heard a big massive thud and it was on CM Punk,
and then that's him. Yeah.
And then it lifts up.
Yeah.
He carries him out, dumps him on the ground, and then so that's like, oh my god, people are watching that. And then they end it with our main topic of today, but they end it with a debut.
Yeah.
But back on Drew for a minute. What did you think of Nick Aldis? Give him a right shove.
Did he push it? I didn't see it.
Yeah, so he throws Punk on the ground, doesn't he? Takes his friendship bracelet off.
Yeah.
And then one of the first people to come out from the back is the GM, and he just shoves McIntyre, and McIntyre shoves him back. I'm like, yeah.
I like Nick Aldis. I've always been a fan of him as Magnus.
I feel sorry for Adam Pearce because obviously his character is just getting abused.
Yeah, I don't like it. Whereas Nick Aldis is a draw, and I hope that he gets to wrestle soon because WWE fans should see him wrestle. I don't know if you've ever seen him wrestle before.
I've seen bits and pieces of his runs, and then I've seen clips as well. Yeah, I'd like to see. He has said that he could probably still wrestle a little bit.
Yeah.
Doesn't know if he wants to, though, I think he said as well.
Well, that's his thing. He's having fun being that big.
And I feel like he's part of... I might be wrong here. I don't know this for a fact. I feel like he's part of the producing staff for SmackDown. I know
he might be.
The GM.
He might be.
But I'm sure he's part of the actual overall layout of it and match structure, stuff like that.
It's a good one, to be honest. I can see it. I would have thought it would have been Nick Aldis versus AJ Styles, but we didn't see AJ this week.
That Japan happens and he'll come back.
Yeah.
Then maybe get involved with TNA for a bit. Yeah. So that whole Drew angle, you might be right. Maybe in a couple of weeks' time it would have been better, but it just so happened it lined up the Chicago shows this week.
Yeah.
Have you seen the Paul Heyman segment
Fuck it.
with Punk?
That was Paul Heyman. So, if there was an Oscar for anyone, it's Paul Heyman. Him coming out to CM Punk. Yeah. Giving him the hug, and then Solo comes out, and then CM Punk's like, what's the favor? And then Paul Heyman's like, take me with you?
Yeah.
It was brilliant.
That was great. I really like that. I like that segment, actually. I also liked how Cody Rhodes turns up with 2 baseball bats.
Yes.
Babyface champion, but he's not afraid to get down and dirty. And I think that's what Clash at the Castle did really well, showing it. They did it last year when the Brock Lesnar feud happened. They showed that this character's not just the John Cena copycat.
Yeah.
He's going to sell the merch. He's going to sign the weight belts. He's going to get the kids out to do the wire with the live show and that. But he's also going to do the I'm defending my belt. I'm not just the goody two-shoes superhero, which works. And did you see the viral? Well, I don't know if it's viral, but I've seen it on TikTok of CM Punk afterwards when the camera cuts chasing Cody
Rhodes with the bat. Yeah.
Right. It's like black and white. It's like his personality, 2 years ago, even before the whole All In and his personality switch from that to now. I don't know if he just doesn't give a fuck anymore.
I don't think he does. I honestly don't.
I think he's just he's going to have fun with it. He's going to do what he wants. I feel like as well when he came back to wrestling, he was like, oh shit, I need to be able to prove myself.
But then he keeps getting injured. I guarantee you he gets injured again at SummerSlam.
Oh yeah, he'll be. No, I don't think it's SummerSlam. I think he'll be quite careful SummerSlam. He'll go quite.
Because that's his tricep twice.
Same one?
Same one. Tricep was All In.
No.
Or no, Brawl
Yeah.
Out. And then now, so I feel like it could be again.
Unless they didn't repair it properly the first time. But
You
I just
never
feel
know.
like the weight of him, because he was basically given his own show at AEW. I feel like that was a bad move.
Yeah.
Not so much.
I know
it's
that
the fact that it's too much on him.
So here's the thing, right? You're saying that the show was for him. There was always rumors that they were getting the third show.
Oh yeah, but
it just
they
turned out to
it
be Punk show.
Punk.
So it's just twisting the narrative a bit.
Yeah, but they had a choice, didn't they? They got rid of CM Punk after Brawl Out, or they did what they did and give him his own area to play in. Like the first, was it 10 weeks, 12 weeks of that show were really good?
Hey, you know what? If you get a chance to watch Collision, it's really good to watch.
Oh yeah, I know it's got better, but it dove a little bit, then it's got better again. And all shows will do that, ebb and flow. You're never going to get banger after banger.
No.
But yeah, now that he's just free, and I feel like in my head, again, I don't know, but WWE has more of a structure to be able to do Punk. Like, if he has a problem, he can go to... There's not so many chiefs. There's not so many cooks. I'm in charge. I'm an EVP, even though that is just a moniker. I'm not this, that, it's like, if you have a problem, you go into Triple H.
Yeah, but if you go to Tony Khan, he doesn't understand that. That's the issue.
Yeah, I feel like, there's too many, like, if you have an issue with this, it's Daniel Bryan will sort it. If you have an issue with this, at one point it was Cody Rhodes was sorting, and Brandy was sorting other bits. It's like, in WWE, you have a problem with your contract, there's a talent manager. If you have an overall problem, it's Triple H. If you have a problem on SmackDown, it's the showrunner. Like, at the end of the day, it all goes to one person, and he'll be like, "No, you're out.
No, you're out." Or no, you're this.
And if it's a bigger if it's a big enough problem, it's not even Triple H, it's Nick Khan and TK. I'll be like,
definitely. Definitely.
It's AEW will get there. They'll get everything in place, and they won't have as many badass individuals, shall we say?
Yeah.
That they got to try and deal with.
Just don't forget, it's only 5 years.
Yeah, exactly.
So
you don't want to, while they're still building up, it's like, if you had, I don't know, Goldberg turn up or Brock Lesnar turn up in AEW, you'd have issues. Like, they're not the easiest people to work with.
No.
And Brock Lesnar was controlled by Vince McMahon one way or another. Right?
Deep.
Like, Brock Lesnar was only turning up for one payday, two, because Vince asked him to, and let him do what he wanted. Mm-hmm. It's crazy.
It is. So, going off that tangent then, Solo Sikoa was going to face Cody Rhodes.
So sorry, it wasn't actually on the card, was it? It came from that opening segment with the baseball bat.
Yeah. Was it for the title? Okay.
Don't think so.
No.
I think it was just like, I want to beat you up because you beat me up.
And then as soon as the bell rings, Tama Tonga Loa come out and attack Cody.
Yeah.
Then you get Randy Orton and a limping Kevin Owens.
Well, they both lost their triple threats early in the night, haven't they? And I didn't notice that, but yeah, I didn't notice it at the time. I saw it on Twitter that KO was limping.
And so the Guerrillas of Destiny, that's what I'll call them. It's just easier to say. The Guerrillas of Destiny, they get RKO'd and stunned. It looks like Solo is about to get battered.
Oh, give him a BAFTA. Not Oscar level, but give him a BAFTA.
Give him a BAFTA, yeah. That smile, that cheeky smile, the little cheeky rapscallion. He's smiling, and the rumours were true. He signed a few months ago. The Samoan Werewolf, Jacob Fatu.
Yeah, and this is how you show off a new employee. Like, the whole, presentation of his arrival was great. I said, they set it up really well because they had all eyes on SmackDown.
Punk was there. This is the perfect time to show it. Sold out show.
You're starting this story now. Like, you've had Tama and Tonga. I want to use names. Like, they show up. I'm not going to say they're jobbers, but they are the henchmen, right?
Yeah.
You had this with Bray Wyatt, and you had Braun Strowman showed up. Like, some people have to take a few losses and have to be involved in the feud. So in that case, Braun Strowman appeared and was like the big menacing machine of, oh my God, what's this? And in this case, you had a man come out, destroy 3 of the biggest superstars on the brand, and there's Frog Splash, a champion, through a table.
Not destroy, though. Absolutely wreck.
Yeah.
Like 2 super kicks, Kevin Owens super kicks. He eats that super kick and then super kicks Kevin Owens.
He liked the old chest bounce, didn't he? Yeah, it was cool.
Have you seen much of Jacob Fatu?
I've seen, like, I don't know how to describe it, like when he bounces, sits on the rope and flips over.
His springboard moonsault is great.
Yeah, I like it.
He also does a PME as well.
Yeah, he did the drop on Kevin Owens on the staircase.
The Samoan drop, that's his.
Yeah.
You should see his one that he's done on Darby Allin before. Darby Allin's a light man.
Yeah.
Throws him up, just catches him and drops.
Nice.
It's good. So Jacob Fatu is the son of the Tonga Kid, who is an old school wrestler back in the WWF. So you had the Wild Samoans, which is Afa and Sika. Sika is Roman Reigns' dad. Afa is Jacob Fatu's dad. Oh no, is the Tonga Kid's dad. Hold on, it's like an Indian family. It's unreal. Like,
I show up at Natesh's family event. I'm like, so how are they related to you?
So
how does this work?
Yeah, so Roman Reigns' dad is Sika. The Tonga Kid's father is Afa. The Tonga Kid has Jacob Fatu. So Jacob Fatu is Roman Reigns' nephew.
So how does it relate to the Usos?
They're cousins. They're first cousins.
Where's The Rock fit into this?
The Rock's like you. You're the honorary, like.
I'm Sami Zayn in all this.
Yeah.
By the way, right, when Sami Zayn comes out of Survivor Series to help Roman Reigns' team, that pop is going to be insane.
I'm all for it.
It's got to happen. They've got one more member, haven't they, to come out? Hikuleo, is it? Or
Hikuleo, yeah, who's Haku's son, yeah.
He could potentially be Roman Reigns' side.
I doubt it.
I hope not.
That's
Sami Zayn's spot.
Solo needs those
more
people to make it work.
So part of the issue I've got in my head is, right, you can't have an even teams because you've got Roman Reigns. No matter what you try and do, you're not going to make Solo Sikoa into a Roman Reigns level. Because Roman Reigns you've got The Rock, you've got Roman Reigns. You can have Solo just below, and get him up there, but you're not going to overtake Roman Reigns at this point.
They tried it with mid-card Jey Uso.
So yes, that's the other issue as well, because you've got Jey Uso being built up, right? You need to outnumber. You're going to have Roman, the 2 Usos, versus Solo, and at the minute, 3 of the members of the new Bloodline, should we call them. Like, you have to have that outnumbering to make it make sense, because, yeah, okay, you could probably argue Jimmy can get beat up by him, but if you want Jey Uso to be a big thing, he has to be able to take out 1 or 2 men, go toe-to-toe with Solo. So to take Roman out, you need multiple men, taking Superman punches and spears, and then wearing him down to win, kind of thing.
Yeah.
So in this build-up and this storyline, it can't be, even numbers against even numbers. It's got to be, we're beating you up with our folk. Heyman keeps calling them folks, and this is why I weren't in the line before.
Yeah.
Never mind, they had contracts elsewhere. But
we don't talk about that.
Contracts in it.
Yeah. Yeah, like, this might sound controversial, but I kept seeing clips of streamers reacting to Jacob Fatu like they know who he is, but it looks so fake.
Well, I didn't really know about Jacob Fatu until I think it was when, who came out first, Tama or Tonga?
Tama.
So when he was out, they basically said him and
Tonga Loa.
Yeah, I think they said both of them had basically signed at the same time.
But Jacob Fatu signed when Tama signed, basically.
That was it, yeah. So when he was signed, they saw the clips then. So I was like, okay, you get the grasp. You get the family tree up, you see that. That was the first time I'd ever heard of him. Really? Obviously, you knew there was more wrestlers in the family. Because everybody in that family seemed to be a wrestler one way or another.
They all are. So, fun fact, Jacob Fatu didn't want to be a wrestler. He wanted to be a gangster. He got sent down to prison, just like how Zilla was. He's been in prison a few times, but then he was like, okay, I'll become a wrestler sort of thing. And he went to Booker T's MLW.
Oh, okay.
So, and he was the MLW champion. He's been in GCW.
Yeah.
He's been around, and I wish he had like a proper stint in Japan, because he would have been insane. But fair play to him for keeping that sort of indie show, right, sort of mentality.
There's quite a good clip as well that I saw Saturday morning of him basically talking about the Bloodline story. And that style and how that got to him and how it was like that meant something to him.
Yeah.
So now to see it a year and a half down the road or whatever it is from that clip, and he's there now involved with it, just cool. It's just cool.
Yeah. And he looks like he's worked hard to lose a bit of weight. Like, don't want to body shame him. He was quite a big man. And looking at his debut, he's toned down.
Yeah,
and he
that's
looks
what I'll
the
say.
part.
He weren't fat, but he's now toned.
Yeah.
Like, it's weird, isn't it? You're getting in the ring with Cody Rhodes. You're getting in the ring with Randy Orton. Like, you've got to be able to, like, look the part next to him.
But the thing is, though, he does. I know what you're trying to say. Him as a big man can still outwork Randy Orton, in my personal opinion.
I get that, and you can make it work. But the way he debuted and the way he looks in the debut is more impressive than if he'd...
Exactly.
Yeah. Like, Kevin Owens carries himself really well. Like, he's a strong boy. He's a bit larger than the others, but that almost suits his style.
Yeah.
He's a brawler. He's that kind of, like, street fighter. That works for him, kind of thing. But, like, when I was there in Cardiff and you saw Cody Rhodes in there and you saw AJ... Like, AJ Styles is a big lad, but Cody Rhodes, you was like, oh, my God.
He's a tall man, isn't he, Cody?
Yeah, like, you just look at them and you're just like, these are not normal people. Bring it back full circle to the beginning of the conversation. It's like Taylor Swift last night. She looks like you never see people look like that when you walk down the street or you walk around. Like, they are a different, like, planet almost.
It's a different breed, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, it's mad. Like, I can never imagine, like, standing next to The Rock. Like, I'm 6'2". In that crowd, there's no one in front of me that was taller than me. There's
I bet people got pissed off with you.
Some phones was like this. It's quite funny. There was 3 of us within, like, one was a little bit over that way. One was only 2 people away from me there. There's like all 3 of us blokes were like above 6 foot. We all look at each other like we won't get either of us way. Yeah, we've all got views. I did at one point, like, bend down to talk to my partner. I was like, oh my God, is this what it looks like down here?
Oh, I bet she hated that.
She's a normal height. She's like average girl height.
Say that because I'm the same height as her.
Oh yeah, poor man. But yeah, these people are on a different level. You look at them. Like, it's like Gunther. Gunther said when he went to the main roster, he had to do something because he wanted to give people the best version of him. Yeah, and it is almost that. It's like you can get away with it with different body shapes and that. But when you then stand there next to somebody, like your uncle said it watching Mania Night 1, didn't he, about Seth Rollins? Like, Seth Rollins, no way is like unfit or whatever. He's like really good condition, looks like a wrestler. But then he's in the ring with Cody Rhodes, Roman Reigns, who come out jacked as anything, and The Rock. And you're like,
he doesn't fit that.
He's just the dad that's appeared and taken part. Then, like, half steals the show. It's brilliant. Yeah. But, like, you look at him and you're like, no, it's Seth Rollins. We all know he's in great physical shape. Yeah. We all know he looks like a wrestler and looks the part. But in this show, it's like, who let the dad in the ring?
Yeah, who let the dad in the ring? Yeah, you're right. And
mad.
I'm worried that Solo is going to get outshined. And that's no offense to Solo, but he hasn't been wrestling as long as Tama, Tonga, Jacob.
Yeah, but they can cover for him now. Got enough of them. I was worried. So I've seen clips of him in NXT. I didn't really watch much of it. And in NXT, he was really good on the mic, by the look of it. He hasn't been given as much chance in WWE yet. I'm hoping against Cody he will do. And Cody got that now to be able to, like,
elevate
him through a promo. Yeah, elevate him. But some of the social clips, like them going backstage and one of them just grimaces at the camera, the other one barks, Solo says a bit of a line. Like, okay, now I can see this working. And then he comes out looking like The Weeknd, and I'm like, I like the shirt. I'd hate the feel of the shirt, but I like him wearing that shirt with the gloves.
Yeah. He's the Godfather, isn't it?
Well, doing.
Yeah. I'm a fan, and I'm really excited to see where it goes. It's going towards a War Games match. I hope that Jacob actually has a match at Money in the Bank.
So I feel Money in the Bank is a multi-man match with Cody, KO, and Randy.
Against those three, not Solo.
Yeah. Cody's not putting the belt up at Money in the Bank, I don't think.
Or do you reckon that one of them will be in the Money in the Bank match, i.e. Solo? Which then leaves the Gorillas of Destiny and Jacob.
Against them three. Maybe. Yeah, okay, yeah, I can see that happening. I think the rumour is, and it makes more sense for Solo versus Cody to be
at
SummerSlam.
Mm-hmm.
And then shenanigans to ensue. Cody Rhodes wins that match, but I feel like it can't be as clean as people want it.
Do you reckon Cody wins, the Bloodline beat him up, and then Roman returns?
Nah, I wouldn't like that. I don't think.
Or The Rock returns.
It don't make sense for Roman to save Cody. Roman coming back has to be to either save the Usos in a weird way, but the way I see it is
Paul Heyman.
Paul. He's got to save Paul Heyman. That's got to be that is the heartstring moment. Like, whatever happened, maybe it is at SummerSlam. Maybe during that Cody Rhodes match, Paul Heyman somehow gets involved.
Solo loses, Paul Heyman gets the blame.
Or maybe Solo's just about to win. They've absolutely destroyed Cody Rhodes, all of them.
Yeah.
All four of them have destroyed him. He's put through announce tables. There's a bit of blood. Let's get some blood involved. He's in the middle of the ring, about to beat him. Paul Heyman's there, pleading with him, don't do this, Solo. You've killed the man. Don't do it. And he goes for Heyman, and then that's when the music hit.
Yeah.
That. You can't do... The worry is, SummerSlam, this match becomes a repeat of WrestleMania with everybody coming out.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that works. It might work.
It might work, right? But it will be rinse and repeat.
Yeah. You almost want... have your group come out. They're getting involved. It's the Bloodline. And then, something happens for Paul Heyman needing help. Or maybe that's the Raw after SummerSlam. If you want to go the whole...
I wouldn't do the Raw. It would be the SmackDown after SummerSlam.
Yeah, sorry. That makes more sense.
Don't ruin the draft, sir.
The draft means nothing. It's just like the ratings in AEW.
Yeah, true.
Who's ranked one?
Me.
I thought you were going to say Ospreay.
Nah, it's me. They got rid of the rankings. But I really enjoyed Jacob Fatu's debut. And I'm excited to see what they do with that. That's a great way. Wrestling is picking up speed again, I think. It's Forbidden Door season. Forbidden Door's going to be a banger next week.
Is it next Sunday?
Yeah, next Sunday.
Okay, let me just have a look at the calendar. Let me get the calendar up. This magic calendar that we've got.
Woo, that we haven't used in a while. Because stuff throws everything out of the window.
Oh, hang on. Why can't I see things? So you've got Forbidden Door next week.
Money in the Bank the week after.
Week after. With the gap, we're at Rev Pro. Then you've got SummerSlam. So after Forbidden Door, what's the next AEW event? The one we're going to?
All In.
They need one in July, man.
No, I like it. Because they got the summer of All In.
Oh, they're doing that weird stint in that place, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah. Can they stretch this story, though, from Forbidden Door all the way to All In?
You guys, you fuckers. You guys say there's no story in AEW. They've got a whole month to do good storytelling. You go, they could have another pay-per-view in between that, couldn't they? Pricks.
Yeah. You don't need a pay-per-view to end a story. You need a pay-per-view to enhance, draw eyes.
No.
All I'm asking is, what's their story going to be from the end of Forbidden Door?
Well, we'll find out, won't we?
All the way to August.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see. And then you got Bash in Berlin. And then there's a gap in September, isn't there? Have you seen that Royal Rumble? Maybe the 1st of Feb.
Is that because...
It's a week later than last year before you start crying. So last year, 2024's one was the last weekend in January anyway.
But is that because Mania is in May?
I also think it's because that's when the arena's free. But yeah, they want to try and So that will be a week later. They might try and get Elimination Chamber 2 weeks later, depending where they go with it. And then, Mania's 2 weeks later.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's going to be fun to see where everything goes.
Yeah, definitely. And don't forget, fans, we have our competition going. Like, subscribe, follow, stitch, repost, comment, all in.
Repost. We're not fencing.
No. We could be. We're going to challenge you. You guys have to go into a battle royale.
My birthday present. Yeah. I have a 3D printed axe that I can keep D&D stuff in.
Woo. But yeah, comment all in and you have a chance of winning some tickets to come chill with us at All In at Wembley Arena. Remember, it's 18s only.
If you want to see Natesh cry, because he'll cry.
I'll definitely cry. I'll cry regardless. It's fine.
You haven't talked about you going potentially to Cardiff?
Yes, AEW have announced Dynamite and Collision in Cardiff at the Utility Arena. I was speaking to my uncle about this. Americans don't understand the UK.
As in what regard? The size of the arena?
No, so you go into Wales then go to London.
I also agreed. It's like 2-3 days before? Was it the Wednesday?
It's the Wednesday. It'll be live for Wednesday.
Yeah, so it's not. Is there a direct train from Cardiff to London?
I'm not sure. Probably, but it must be long.
Change. But it's not easy. The drive's definitely not easy to go from one to the other. It's also, right, I don't know. I know the UK's a bit of a shit state for the rest of the world, but cost of living is a thing in the UK. It's expensive to do most things at the minute.
Yeah.
So you've not only said to everybody, granted they released the stuff at Christmas, so you had to buy your ticket, you have to get to Wembley, you've got to eat, you've got to do whatever, just for that event of the weekend. They're now saying to you, hey, give us another, I don't know, let's say it's 150 quid to get to Cardiff.
That's the max for me. That's the max I'm spending for a ticket.
I'm thinking like for the whole trip.
For the whole trip.
It's probably 200 quid, isn't
200 quid.
Hotel,
easy.
Getting there.
Yeah.
Watching the wrestling. That's the cheap end of the scale. You've got to find an extra 200 quid to do that a few days before, and you've also got to book time off work midweek.
Yeah.
I think it'll be a sellout, and it'll be a great event, and you'll have fun. I'm glad for you. But if they announce this back at Christmas, and if they did it, so that next to Wembley, there's the Wembley Arena.
The SSE, yeah.
Which is a little bit smaller than Utility.
I've been to that for the NXT. It would make more sense, yeah.
And we were there for League of Legends.
Yes, we were, yeah. That's a good arena. It's a pretty decent arena.
And as I said to you, what they should have done was, is it Collision? No. Collision's a battle show?
Yeah.
They should have done Collision in there the night before. Next day, everyone's in the main stadium. That crowd would have been insane on the Saturday night. Or they should just have properly ripped WrestleMania and done the Wednesday, the Saturday, and the Sunday all in.
On there.
All of it. Just do it all in London, Wembley.
Yeah.
Might cost them a bit more, but can you imagine the eyes they would have had? They would have had all 4 shows sold out.
Oh, definitely. Yeah. I'm excited. But excited. You're right. You're right. It would have got more eyes on the product.
What TV show shows AEW station shows AEW in the UK? ITV still.
Yeah.
So they'll be live.
I'm hoping it'll be live at like 6 p.m. or 7 p.m. whenever they do it.
And then they'll tape it for America later in the night.
Which, if they do, that'll be great because ITV has a lot of eyes on it. So that's smart marketing move. And Tony Khan, if you do listen to this,
they might not
You're
get
welcome.
6 o'clock though. ITV1, it might be 2
well,
or
it
3.
depends because that's like usually the news hour or Coronation Street or whatever the fuck they have on.
Coronation Street's not ITV, is it?
Yeah, or was it Emmerdale? I don't know. I don't know. You're asking me like I know.
TV. Oh, it's wrestling.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking to get my tickets sorted. I've booked the week off. All in week, baby. Gonna be. This is my WrestleMania. This is what I'm saying. And yeah, once again, comment all in on our videos, our TikToks, our social media posts. chance to win some tickets to come sit with us at All In. Thank you for listening to our podcast this week. Don't forget, you can listen to this on where you get your podcast from: Spotify, Amazon, RSS, Apple. And if you do want to see this in video format, YouTube at Make a Fan of You. We'll make a fan out of you. Whichever one you want to search, you'll find us on there. And yeah, thank you very much for listening. And with that,
hit the music.
Hit the music.